What can't you believe still exist in 2024? Companies that allow you to subscribe to a service online, but make you call them if you want to cancel. Unstackable cans. Supermarket tabloids. Does anyone still actually purchase these things? Online forms that don't like apostrophes in names. As someone who has an Irish last name, it's super frustrating. MLM companies. I don't know how they still get people to join them, since a 10 seconds Google search will show you that they are all a scam. Phone books. Flat earthers. Slavery. Scam emails and spam risk calls. Ticketmaster. Seriously, is there an easier company to disintermediate? Here's a map of some seats. Here are the prices. The date and time are set. Want to buy one of these seats? Click here. Rent a center. Daily sex questions on Ask Reddit. Gas prices that end in 9/10 of a cent. People naming their children weird, hard to pronounce, hard to spell names. Parents keep doing it thinking their child is going to be unique and have a good time, rather than be annoyed as shit at having to spell or correct pronunciation their entire lives. And it's getting weirder and weirder, like new parents are trying to one-up each other, smiley face. Braxton Brexley are two twins of a former high school friend. Like, what the fuck, Jessica? Me, I cannot believe I'm still breathing. AOL email accounts. Caste system. Homeless elderly people. No one at all should be homeless, but it must be especially rough when you're older. Changing the clocks twice a year. Fringe cults and for-profit megachurches. I just bought hot dogs. Still 6 dogs to 8 bun ratio. This world will never learn. The noisy unsealable cereal bags. Like, why aren't they all Ziplocs by now? NFTs. The inability to see what you typed as your password both times before you submit it. How hard is it to put the little show hide option in there every time? Does it cost money? Require a blood oath? What? Having a sales price listed but not a post-tax price. Yes, I'm American. People who don't wear their seatbelts. $7.25 federal minimum wage. Nazis. Having to file your taxes and not just getting a tax bill from the government. People getting catfished. Fax machines. Oh wait, they don't exist. Instead, I'll say medical offices that require you to fax information. Humans. It's quite a miracle how we didn't just blow each other up a long time ago. Wet and dry areas as to where alcohol can or can't be sold. iPhone versus Android. It's like kids bullying other kids for not having Nike or Adidas, BC they have and won or something back when I was in school. And it's not just kids doing it, it's grown adults doing it too. Everybody has a preference. Some of the Androids look really cool. Most of them have better cameras. It's just too much of a cult mindset. I have an iPhone BTW. People going to jail for weed. The slave labor that's used when mining for minerals like gold, cobalt, salt, coal, etc. Seeing children working in those same mines with armed guards all around. Holocaust deniers. Flat earthers. Psychedelics, drugs being illegal. The Kardashians. Best Buy. Went into one the other day and it was full of employees, but half of the display inventory was broken and there was so much empty space on the floor. Generally, I'm surprised that there are still monarchies. It's very interesting that this form of hereditary governmental system exists. While it mostly exists, in Europe, as a ceremonial or vestigial organ, it's very strange that there is still an earnest desire to maintain such institutes. While obviously different in its original and varied forms in the ancient world, the fact of a title, some power, symbolic or not, can be passed along exclusively within a family unit strikes me as bizarre. It reminds me that even 6,000 years of written history is a very small portion of all human existence. Influencers. Genocide. Cancer? Checkbooks, and the people that write checks while paying for groceries in the supermarket. The lack of reliable public transportation in most parts of the US. And most social media sites, really. Maybe even extend that to the internet itself. The past few years have rendered the internet sort of a chore to explore. I have no idea how the hell GameStop still exists. War. Men dying for dictators lol. 8-10-hour workdays. We know at this point that anything after 6 hours is just pointless. Work quality declines drastically, people are just aching to get out and killing time until then. We could run our workforce here in America on 30-hour-per-week shifts with increased pay and lose basically no efficiency while improving quality of life. Companies could pay the same amount of money, and they might actually see a marked improvement in productivity. For-profit healthcare. Government needs healthcare for people. Government decides to insert for-profit middlemen that needs to demonstrate quarterly profit growth between healthcare provision and healthcare reception. Ludicrous. ATM fees like WTF. A two-party political system. Reality, as I reject your reality and substitute my own. Blacksmithing. But there are 5 practicing blacksmiths in my neighborhood. Homophobia, racism, sexism and any other thing that people can't control. They are themselves and people hate for no reason. No cure for CFS-me. Poverty. War. Famine. Homelessness. We have enough wealth in the world for everyone. We have enough food for everyone. We have enough space and housing for everyone. We have technology to colonize other planets, yet we still fight over land-based religion beliefs. Poverty and homelessness. Especially when governments still send money to useless wars they aren't even involved in. War. Racist people. Cigarettes. Cancer? Nazis. It's been like 90 years. They need to disappear. War in Europe. Nazis. Genocide. Routine infant circumcision in America. Amway. Just saw an ad on Reddit. I thought that Ponzi scheme died out in the 80s. Paper checks. Poverty and war.